Good evening YouTube, it's Mighty Grimlock and I'm back again with another video for you. Tonight we're going to be taking a look at this little guy. Since the first movie came out in 2007, we've been steadily force-fed a diet of bumblebees.
Oh, no tears, please. It's a waste of good suffering.
It's got to the point now where most of us love to hate Bumblebee. Thanks, Michael Bay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the first Bumblebee you may actually hate to love. See what I did there? Yes, today I am having a look at 30th anniversary Generations Legends Bumblebee. And do you know what? I love this guy. Here he is in his car mode, and you can see it's actually quite a cool little car. Kind of Cybertronian, and then it's kind of like a normal car. It's sort of in between, it's a bit weird. But you do get some cool little paint apps on the front here, and the windows are black. And he looks really nice. The only drawback with this car, and it's a fairly hefty drawback, is the scaling issues with the rest of the line. For some reason, this Bumblebee is rather large. Here he is alongside Optimus Prime, who was supposed to be a truck. And you can see, they're almost exactly the same size. In fact, B here is actually wider. What that actually means is, if you were to translate this into real life and scale Bumblebee up to the size that he's supposed to be, he would look a bit like this. Unacceptable! With this being a Generations Legends, he comes with a little friend. And in Bumblebee's case, that friend is Blazemaster. Blazemaster is basically a G1 Micromaster, and here they've inverted his colours. He turns into a somewhat successful helicopter. If you're asking me, he's a blatant nod to Jolt. You could even say Bumblebee here is a bit of a nod to Hotshot. And the fact you can do this with them just kind of cements that even further. Oh, Blazy here does actually transform, and it's slightly more complicated than the previous two I've shown you. Only slightly like. He does actually have quite a nice little face sculpt though. A little bit of painting here, and he's got articulated arms, and that's all you're getting out of Blazemaster, I'm afraid. However, he does have an extra mode. Pull Blazemaster's rotors out, and he turns into an ocarina. You can totally ocarina a Bumblebee too. Should we see what he looks like in bot mode? The transformation from car to robot is a lot of fun, and there's a particularly ingenious way of getting these fists out. So here we have Bumblebee himself in his bot mode, and I'm sure you'll agree it's actually quite a lovely little mode. He's based on the R.I.D. Bumblebee from the comics, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think he first appeared in Spotlight Thundercracker. Now this Bumblebee has been hitting the spinach rather hard, as you can see. He's buff, and he's Bumblebee. I could do like a few style combination of words there. I'm not going to. However, as buff as this Bumblebee may be, I think he's been skipping leg day. B's got an absolutely beautiful face sculpt, I'm sure you'll agree. Eerily reminiscent of the G1 cartoon, but it's almost a perfect representation of the comic book. If I have one issue with Bumblebee in this mode, it's really that he's not all that poseable. He is quite well articulated to a point, but posing him just kind of can't really. Having said that, he does have ankles, hinged knee, which only moves that far, ball jointed hips, ball jointed elbows, which only move about 90 degrees, ball jointed shoulder sockets. And that is basically it. His head's properly stuck on, it doesn't move. You can give him his little ocarina to hold, and you can also give him a fan, just in case he gets a bit hot. What would be a bit like Hotshot and all. He's the same height as Optimus Prime and almost all the other legends. Here he is with this deluxe counterpart. You can see he grew up a little bit when he got that new body. At the end of the day, what makes me like this Bee, probably more than any other Bee since animated, is the level of fun. He's so much fun to play with. He's just like, whee! And pew pew pew, take that, Starscream! He's basically the most cool, most fun, most entertaining Bumblebee that we've had in a very long time. How cool is he? He's cool enough to be Garth Knight's soul patch. That's how cool! Right, that'll do it for me tonight. Just a quick one, just to try and keep up with videos, and I want to try and get through the whole sort of line so far of the Generations Legends, because I do love them so much. I hope you enjoyed it, and I shall see you all again soon. Bye! Do you want a plane?